And here we go, we're stopping a slightly less evil cult than the Magmas from doing a slightly less evil thing of slightly less importance. This is a guy who is manly, alright. That justifies his incredibly generic team. And Swagger both cancels out the Intimidate and puts Selena at a +1, so that's nice for me. This confusion could be a pain in the arse, though. So let's... Where's my Lemonade? There we go, Lemonades. Alright. And let's just try Strength this time. See if the +1 put it into KO range. Tolerate. Come on, die. No! No! No, screw you. What the hell? Why is a Zoomerl having better luck? No, Zoomerl, you're not allowed to do that. No, kill the damn Zoomerl, damn you! Kill the Zoomerl, you are not allowed to live. Die. Just, no! No, you don't do that. No! This is the fucking stupidest Mightyena I've ever met. Just, what? No, kill the damn thing. Don't swagger. Kill the damn thing. Holy Christ, this is the worst thing ever. Die. I could have killed... No, not the Wingull. No. Wingull isn't even supposed to be here. No. Oh my... What? Holy Christ, do you have any attacking moves? Yes, you do. Use them. Jesus Christ. No, that's wrong. That's not the right course of action. Oh, finally. Holy Christ. That was the stupidest Mightyena I have ever seen. Oh my god. I mean, seriously, holy crap. What the hell? Oh. Ugh. Let's just get the hell out of here and put this behind us. Ugh. Alright, let's drink. Just drink in the sunshine and the sun rays and the lux rays and the... I don't even know. Okay, so... See this? This is the ocean. And the entire rest of the game is here. Every single segment from this point on is probably going to involve some surfing in this area. Except maybe the gym leader segments and whatnot. Basically, this means that you have two choices. Listen to me rant about water Pokemon and the oceans, and Sea King, and Gyarados, and Wailmer, and Tentacool for, well, somewhere around 30 or 40 segments. Or we can have a lot of music segments. Or, I guess the third option would be me ranting about random things that don't pertain to the segment, but I'd rather do that in separate videos. So let's, for the time being, go for option 2, music.
Hey folks, Statai from the future here, once again speaking over a segment that my past self did not wish to commentate over. Now, I've already ranted plenty about the ocean, but I didn't get done everything I wanted to say, so I'm just going to say a little bit more, but this time, it's about the remakes. So, one thing that I will give the ocean in the original games as a point to their favor is that they actually show scale pretty well. Because the top-down perspective makes it so you cannot see the horizon. You don't know how far anything is in any direction. And so occasionally you'll have screens in which you are just completely surrounded by water on all sides with no landmarks. And while that's rather disorienting, it does help reinforce the idea that the ocean is very large. And I think that's part of what plays into a lot of people's memories of the ocean routes being very, very long and large in these games. In addition, it's very annoying to navigate them, in part, yes, because of the lack of landmarks, but also because in order to look at your map, you have to open up the start menu and go into the Pokénav and select map in order to actually figure out where you are in the grand scheme of the ocean. And even then, it's a rather inexact marker. So it's pretty hard to orient yourself. Now, the remakes, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, did mitigate this issue a little bit, and by a little bit I mean a lot, but also not without sacrifices. So, two major changes to the ocean routes in the remakes. First and foremost, the Pokénav is now on the bottom screen, and you can have it display the map at all times, and that means you can see your location move on the big map in real time, and you can always know exactly where you are relative to every other location on the map, and it's great. It's really useful, actually. So that helps to orient yourself in this big blue world that we have. Now, the other thing they did, and I'm not entirely sure if this was a planned byproduct or an accidental byproduct on the part of the game designers, the remakes have this thing where they have scene transitions, fades, between certain routes. So, the original games, every single route was completely interconnected without any fades to black. There are no transition houses to mask the fact that you are changing tile sets. Everything flows into itself seamlessly, and it's actually really cool. The remakes don't do that. And I think they can't do that for technical reasons, because 6th gen games are just kind of really, not well programmed. Anyway, so the end result is that the ocean here in Hoenn is divided into, I think, 6 separate segments, like chunks, and between each, the scene fades to black, and that gives you an instantaneous marker by which to navigate. Even if you don't have the map, you know you're in the top section, or the middle section, or the bottom section, and you can tell when you have reached a certain distance. And you know Moss Deep's in the top, and Evergrande, I believe, is in the middle. So it's actually much easier to navigate, but as a result, I think the scale is diminished, because that seamless overworld is no longer present. It's now a bunch of little chunks. And I mean, they're not little, but they're smaller, and they're divided. And that lack of interconnectedness and that smaller area to explore makes the ocean feel smaller. More manageable, yes, but smaller. And I'm honestly torn. I cannot decide whether I prefer the originals or the remakes in this regard. Because in the remakes, navigating the ocean's a breeze. It's no problem. I have no negative feelings about the ocean in the remakes. But it doesn't convey that same sense of scale. And I really like it when games convey scale, especially with limited hardware. It's kind of weird that a Game Boy Advance game, 11 years older, although this one I think is only 9 years older technically, but it was in the originals too. 9 years older better conveys scale than a remake 2 console generations later with full 3D technology. That's both a 3D rendering and literal 3D pop out of the screen. And yet the Game Boy Advance kind of conveys that scale better, and that's weird. goes to show what little small changes to gameplay can do to the overall game experience. Anyway, that's that. Back to the past.
And we're back, thank God. So yeah, I am really starting to dislike this Azumarill. It's starting to have a will of its own, and that's not okay with me. But regardless, next time we'll be doing some exploration on Moss Deep City. I will see you then.